loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Sideline, the head man, Ben Johnson. These guys are playing extremely well, 8-2 over their last. Hawks, it's Mike McDonald. His guys set to go on this Christmas Eve. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the latest in a long line of NFL QBs from USC.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup. Love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches, 90 yards and a touchdown.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So a penalty there for a block in the back.
And that's one where you normally see a blocker put his hands up right away to say, no, I didn't do it. But this time, yes, you did.
Up the middle they go. It's McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Austin. That is caught. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. It's McKinney. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. McKinnon. And he's able to break out one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense for the Bears, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So here are the Bears banked up to start their initial drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game. You just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Down there, right side, it's McCaffrey. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Bears.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Okay, so they'll march backwards on the penalty there.
I don't know about you, partner. I thought that was maybe a little bit of a ticky-tack type of a call. Was that a clear block in the back when he got his man off balance? I thought that was a tough one.
A pass complete to Adunze. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Bears come in looking for an 11th win on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 128 yards, and a touchdown.
And a rushing title is definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down at 7. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play action. Now Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That is caught by Hunter. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Williams. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Williams. Got a man, that's Hunter. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11th. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Set up shop at the 23-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Here's 2nd and 10.
The 23-yard line.
Top 7. Go. Ready.
Looking to throw. Austin. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Shamar Turner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Bears take over. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious in these
question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
The 50-yard line.
Back to throw. Austin throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35.
That's good.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
At the 35-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 1st down, it's McKinnon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
All right, so they'll march backwards on the illegal block in the back.
And that's always a really tough call for the official, and I tend to give the benefit of the doubt. Remember, a block from the side is legal, but that time, they made the determination that that one did come in the back.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another Seahawks.
They'll run on 1st down. It's McKinnon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
At the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Austin. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Austin. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKinney. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
A 26-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Bears offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3. To the air, Williams.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll go play action here with Williams.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A loss of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On play action, here's Williams.
Under pressure, they got him again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. And his numbers this year have been eye-popping in a lot of categories. In one area that stands out, he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback here in the latter part of the season.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
103 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Williams looking to do it himself. Throw right side taken in by Adunze.
And he's got this
is down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Gain of 8. And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right in a yard.
At the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And with that last run, he's going to move past the 1,500-yard mark in rushing for the year as he continues his climb up the single-season rushing charts. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Second and 13. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on third down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, McKinney. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the long.
70 Timberwolves. Roll.
Off play action. Austin gets this complete to Shaheed. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Second and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Start.
Second and 11. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Nothing open down.
Let's go.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the Bears' 14-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Austin. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Dancing away at the 35. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Looking to throw is Williams. Over the middle, complete. It's Hunter. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
16 yards. And the Bears' 1st down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Well, look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Here's Austin throwing to start the drive. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
A loss of 2 yards. It's third down and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go. Shot. Panther 60. Panther.
Austin from the gun on third down. He finds his man complete. It's Horton. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Seahawks first down.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Mayo. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one down the line of scrimmage.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here. Up the middle they go. Mayo. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
No.
They'll keep it on the ground. Mayo. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Second down, 8 yards to go. Back to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Come on.
And then let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Here now, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And able to get this out to the 25. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's had a knack for finding the end zone all season long. His numbers reflect that. Here we are in the month of December, and he sits atop the NFL leaderboard in terms of rushing touchdowns. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. And it's caught. And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Throwing again here, Williams.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go on and score again. Can he get it done?
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
To throw, Williams.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. The extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Seahawks 17.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. A good-looking return set up here.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end.